Between the pro days and the blockbuster trade that saw the Jets ship Sam Darnold to the Panthers, I think it's safe to say that it's time for another mock draft.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
We've made a plethora of changes compared to our last mock draft version 4.0. So, let's get right to it. Number 1, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. Nothing changes here. The Jaguars have the easiest decision in franchise history. Take Lawrence, pair him with Urban Meyer, and enjoy the show as these two put Duval County back on the map. Number 2, New York Jets, Zach Wilson. Most of us assumed that the Jets would take Wilson even before the Sam Darnold trade. It's now unofficially official. The BYU product is Big Apple bound. Even Adam Schefter said that, had they been drafting after the 2 spot, the Jets probably would have stuck with Darnold. That's how much they love Wilson. Number 3, San Francisco 49ers, Mac Jones. The 49ers gave up a king's ransom to the Miami Dolphins in order to get the number 3 spot. You don't give up this much without taking a quarterback. Trey Lance and Justin Fields have stronger skill sets, but ESPN's Adam Schefter confidently stated that Mac Jones will be the pick here.
I believe that in the end, they will pick Mac Jones at 3. That'll be the pick. And they will keep Jimmy Garoppolo this year.
Jones is tailor-made for Kyle Shanahan's offense. Number 4, Denver Broncos, Justin Fields. First projected trade. We have the Broncos acquiring the number 4 pick from the Atlanta Falcons in exchange for the number 9 pick, the number 71 pick, and the Broncos 2022 second rounder. Schefter reported that the Falcons are open to moving the number 4 selection. This tells us they aren't ready to take Matt Ryan's successor, so the best bet would be to auction off the pick to another QB-needy team. Enter the Broncos, who could use an upgrade over the inconsistent Drew Lock. Justin Fields has a much higher skill set and would make much better use out of Denver's stacked group of weapons. Number 5, Cincinnati Bengals, Penei Sewell. It's easy to get overly excited about skill position guys, but the Bengals don't need to go in that direction when they have Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Joe Mixon. Joe Burrow's long-term health depends on steady protection, something he didn't have at all in 2020. Sewell is the best defensive lineman prospect in a long time. He's been compared to Hall of Famer Jonathan Ogden. If you ask us, finding Burrow's long-term bodyguard should be priority number 1 for Cincy. Number 6, Miami Dolphins, Jamar Chase. The Dolphins traded down with the 49ers, then moved back up following a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. They're guaranteed to come away with an elite pass-catching prospect to help Tua Tagovailoa's development in this spot. Jamar Chase's speed and ability to work the outsides would open up the passing game perfectly for the sophomore QB. Number 7, New England Patriots, Trey Lance. Another projected trade. We have the Patriots acquiring the number 7 pick from the Detroit Lions in exchange for the number 15 selection, the number 96 selection, and the Patriots 2022 second-round pick. With that, Bill Belichick gets his long-term QB of the future in Trey Lance. The North Dakota State product can learn behind Cam Newton before taking over the starting role in 2022. And for the rebuilding Lions, the extra draft capital is too good to pass up. Number 8, Carolina Panthers, Kyle Pitts. Carolina needs to address the defense, but how can offensive-minded coach Matt Rule pass on Kyle Pitts? This is a generational tight end prospect who would add another element to the Panthers' explosive offense. Darnold never got a proper supporting cast to work with in New York. Adding Pitts to join the likes of Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, and Robbie Anderson should be enough to unlock Darnold's true potential. Number 9, Atlanta Falcons, Micah Parsons. If the Falcons don't want to draft Ryan's successor this year, they may as well focus on rebuilding their terrible defense. Micah Parsons is the best linebacker in this draft, and this team sure could use someone like him. Atlanta's defense lacks game wreckers across the board. Parsons would change that. Number 10, Dallas Cowboys, Patrick Surtain II. Cowboys fans must be getting bored of mock drafts. Surtain seems to be the pick in the vast majority of them. And why not? This pick just makes too much sense not to happen. This secondary desperately needs a lockdown corner, and Surtain is considered to be one of the best to come out of the draft in quite some time. If he's available at number 10, the Cowboys shouldn't think twice. Number 11, New York Giants, Rashawn Slater. The Giants already added Kenny Golladay, but their O-line remains a weak link, so it has to be addressed here. After Sewell, Slater is the most polished offensive lineman available. He's ready to step in and produce right away, which bodes nicely for a Giants team that's looking to win now. Number 12, Philadelphia Eagles, Devonta Smith. The supporting cast for Jalen Hurts must be fixed. Enter the 2020 Heisman Trophy winner. Smith's ability to rack up the yards after the catch would make him a great fit in this high-flying Philly offense. If the Eagles land still manages to land him, even after moving down in that trade with the Dolphins, it would be the steal of the century for Howie Roseman. Number 13, Los Angeles Chargers, Christian Darrisaw. Adding All-Pro center Corey Linsley in free agency was a nice start, but the Chargers still need some beef at the tackle position. Protecting Justin Herbert has to be their main priority. Virginia Tech product Christian Darrisaw is a safe pick here. He and Linsley would solidify the Chargers O-line over the long run, which should allow Herbert to take his game to the next level. Number 14, Minnesota Vikings, Kwity Paye. Sorry to be boring, Vikings fans, but we're not changing the pay pick for Minnesota. The pass rush has to be addressed, especially with the Danielle Hunter trade looking very possible. No Vikings player topped 5 sacks last season. So again, we suggest many not overthink this. Paye gives Mike Zimmer an explosive pass rusher who would quickly turn the defense around. Number 15, Detroit Lions, Jalen Waddle. This would be a win-win for the Lions. Trade down, add more capital, and still come away with a receiver for Jared Goff. This is a position of need after they lost Kenny Golladay in free agency. Waddle fits the bill as a number 1 wideout, which is exactly what the Lions are looking for. He's a beast in the yards after catch department. Doesn't that sound like the type of receiver Goff would want? Number 16, Arizona Cardinals, Caleb Farley. With Patrick Peterson leaving in free agency, it's imperative for the Cardinals to address the secondary. Caleb Farley will likely fall in the draft because of his back surgery, but Arizona shouldn't complain. Farley has the skill set to go head-to-head with the many stud receivers in the NFC West, and that sounds like the perfect fit for Arizona. Number 17, Las Vegas Raiders, Elijah Vera Tucker. The Raiders moved on from 3 key cogs on their O-line: Gabe Jackson, Rodney Hudson, and Trent Brown. That should make this pick an easy decision for the front office. Assuming the Raiders stay in this spot, we expect them to take the best remaining offensive lineman. In this case, it's Vera Tucker. Number 18, Miami Dolphins, Jason Owe. They already addressed their offense with the number 6 overall pick. So, going defense in the number 18 spot is an easy decision. 2019 first-rounder Christian Wilkins hasn't panned out thus far. It's imperative for Miami to address the pass rush off the edge, and Jason Owe would fit beautifully in the defense that Brian Flores is trying to build in South Beach. Number 19, Washington football team, J.C. Horn. Washington landed William Jackson in free agency, but it came at the cost of letting veteran standout Ronald Darby walk. They have a stout front 7, but they need some depth in that secondary. Horn is an ideal shutdown corner with good size and ball tracking skills. Pairing him with Jackson would give Washington the best cornerback duo in the division. Number 20, Baltimore Ravens, Rondale Moore. Third projected trade. The Ravens acquired the Chicago Bears' number 20 selection in exchange for the number 27 and number 104 picks. Adding Sammy Watkins on a 1-year deal was nice, but the Ravens still need more pass catchers for Lamar Jackson. Rondale Moore's great set of wheels would make him a beautiful fit in Greg Roman's offense. The Ravens can't rely entirely on the rushing game anymore. We've seen how far that's gotten them. Number 21, Indianapolis Colts, Gregory Rousseau. The Colts need to replace the strong production of Justin Houston. Adding a young, dynamic pass rusher off the edge would mark the final touch on an already stingy defensive unit. Imagine a front 7 with Rousseau, Darius Leonard, and DeForest Buckner. Yeah, the Colts really shouldn't overthink this, as long as Rousseau is there at 21. Number 22, Tennessee Titans, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The Titans already signed Bud Dupree to improve their front 7, but that won't be enough. Their defense still needs more help. Which brings us to Owusu-Koramoah. The Notre Dame linebacker is renowned for his ability to do it all. He can make sideline-to-sideline tackles, rush the passer, or cover opposing tight ends and slot receivers. He can even be used as a safety if need be. That is the type of versatility the Titans just can't pass on. Number 23, New York Jets, Tevin Jenkins. Now that we know the Jets are taking Zach Wilson, the priority should be to bolster his pass protection. They have a rising star in Mekhi Becton at offensive tackle. Why not double down here? The nice part about Jenkins is that he can play guard and both tackle positions. That versatility should be enough for the Jets, who would have not one, but two franchise building blocks in the trenches. Number 24, Pittsburgh Steelers, Jalen Mayfield. With Alejandro Villanueva and Marquise Pouncey gone, the Steelers should focus on the offensive line in this spot. The best guy remaining is Michigan offensive tackle Jalen Mayfield. The Steelers have a rich history of quickly developing offensive linemen, and Mayfield doesn't need much polishing. He feels like a safe pick here. Number 25, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trayvon Merritt. The Jaguars can go anywhere with this pick, but their best bet may be to address a young secondary. Trayvon Merritt is the best safety in this class. The Jaguars have a nice foundation with CJ Henderson, Clavon Chaisson, and Josh Allen. Adding the slick safety should solidify Urban Meyer's defense for many years to come. Number 26, Cleveland Browns, Christian Barmore. The Browns addressed their main weakness by adding safety John Johnson and cornerback Troy Hill in free agency. With their secondary fixed, they can now focus on getting Myles Garrett some help. As great as Garrett is, every Batman needs his Robin. Barmore would be a perfect complement, providing an already stout defensive line with even more talent. Number 27, Chicago Bears, Asante Samuel Jr. We'd love to see the Bears add a receiver here, but after cutting Pro Bowler Kyle Fuller, it's imperative that they draft his replacement. Asante Samuel Jr., like his father, displayed remarkable ball-hawking skills that the Bears secondary desperately needs. He would quickly replace the production left by Fuller. Number 28, New Orleans Saints, Nick Bolton. The salary cap forced the Saints to lose several key starters on defense this year. With franchise cornerstones Marcus Williams and Marshawn Lattimore in the midst of their primes, why not add another guy to keep this unit among the league's best? Few teams develop defensive players as effectively as the Saints. With the championship window still open, adding a do-it-all linebacker like Bolton would be a nice development after a not-so-great offseason for the club. Number 29, Green Bay Packers, Kadarius Toney. This has to be the year that the Packers actually take the hit and get a wide receiver to help Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, right? They did nothing in free agency on the receiver front. So for the sake of the Packers offense, let's hope they sit here and happily take the best receiver available. Toney would produce right away as a number 2 wideout in Green Bay. This pick would definitely put a smile on A-Rod's face. Number 30, Buffalo Bills, Jalen Phillips. Go back and watch the game film of the AFC Championship game. Who did the Bills have to rush Patrick Mahomes? Nobody. Yeah, they have a great secondary and all, but it's hard to beat a guy like Mahomes when you're not getting after him. Phillips would give Buffalo an impact player who can step in and produce immediate results. He'd give Buffalo the pass rushing help they need if they want to take that next step towards winning their first Super Bowl. Number 31, Kansas City Chiefs, Azeez Ojulari. Kansas City has 2 elite pass rushers in Frank Clark and Chris Jones, but those two desperately need help off the edge. Ojulari would be in a great position to succeed right away, playing on Steve Spagnuolo's blitz-happy unit alongside 2 Pro Bowl pass rushers. This would be great value for KC at 31. Number 32, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Davis Mills. The Bucs are bringing back every starter from the Super Bowl championship team. They're built to win now, and only now. So why not take a swing at the future here? Tom Brady may seem ageless, but he won't play forever. It makes sense for the Bucs to take a successor in this spot. Stanford QB Davis Mills has seen his stock rise in recent weeks. Having him learn behind Brady for 2 or 3 years would serve him well. With no other major needs, the Bucs may as well take a chance here. But hey, what changes would you make to version 5.0 of our mock draft? Join us in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.